Yes, Assalamualaikum and good evening to Doctor. Uh, our group is the first group for the group assignment. Our group will present about the policy of ministry. Before we start to our next part, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Amir Irfan bin Muhammad Arifin and this is all my teammate Muhammad Irwan bin Muhammad Hashim, Muhammad Nazli bin Ibrahim, Lokman Hakim bin Azman and Afif Shami bin Seri. Okay, now we will proceed to the next slide. Okay, first the introduction. Next. The introduction of the Ministry of Health Malaysia. The Ministry of Health Malaysia is the one of the Malaysian most visible ministry. This is the most important agency in the most country because it determines the citizen of the public health. The ministry was formed on August 9, 1955 and this year almost reached the age of 67 years of the established. Through the year, the Ministry of the Health has the development policy to ensure that the health and the safety of the citizen is always the top of a priority. So the next picture is the YB Jamaluddin, the Minister of the Ministry of Health. Okay. At this present, the Ministry of Health has become a key of ministry, especially in the combating the COVID-19 virus that is invading the world. Okay, next. Next, we go to the Ministry of the Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs. So the picture on my left is the YB Datuk Seri Alexander Natalinggi, the Ministry of the Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs. This ministry was established to assist and encourage the development of the domestic trade as well as to increase the effectiveness of the consumer protection. The ministry was established on October 27, 1990, and this year is almost 32 years old since its establishment. There are three main agencies under this Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs, which are the Company Commission of Malaysia (CCM), the Malaysian Competition Commission (MyCC), and the Malaysian Intellectual Property Corporation (MYIPO). Next. Okay, next we will go to the Ministry of Health, the National Policy for the Quality in Healthcare 2022 and 2000 until 2026. The policy is about the objective to ensure quality under health quality of healthcare and continuously to improve care. So the priority of the policy is to making care safer by lowering the amount of injury during the delivery and assuring each individual who are active participant in their care. So, World Health Organization (WHO) was provided five strategy goals to implement this health service. First, empowering and engaging people to provide the opportunity, skill, and resources. Second, strengthening governance and accountability. Third, reorienting the model of care. Fourth, coordination of the service. And the last one is the creating an enabling environment. So for the next slide, I will pass to my friend.
My name is Muhammad Nazli bin Ibrahim. I will continue to explain about Program Policy Ministry of Health. The first one, the Quality Assurance Program is highly important in the public sector to fulfill the goal in the national policy for quality in healthcare. It is added that the government in making an effort to ensure that the care provided match regional and worldwide standards. The goal of this initiative is to reinforce the commitment to improving healthcare service by promoting and supporting research and innovation. The QAP will almost certainly provide benefit in the future if it implemented at MOH government facility. This program is in charge of ensuring that the individual receive improved healthcare service that adhere the government's guidelines. Next slide. The medical care quality section is responsible for coordinating action aimed at improving service quality and ensuring the safety of healthcare service provided. Malaysia faced a serious threat in the shape of COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. The medical care quality is one of the sections directly concerned in managing COVID-19 problem. Furthermore, several quality and safety programs continue to be implemented on a monthly basis. Next slide. The Malaysia Health Technology Assessment Section (MATAS) was created in August 1995 under medical program of the MOH in order to ensure that safe, effective, and cost efficiency in technology is employed in institution. MATAS create a transparent, relevant, and easily accessible health technology assessment, clinical practice guidelines, and other synthesis research evidence to inform decision making and policy making in areas such as procurement, adoption, implementation, disengagement, reimbursement, and pricing. Matas has grown to become one of Malaysia's large healthcare. Malta is also working on numerous health-related initiatives in Malaysia, including health technology assessment, technology review, and clinical practice guidelines. Next slide, I will pass to my friend.
Okay, for recommendation program, public health scholarship and financial assistance program. So the purpose of this program is to provide the opportunity for B40 students throughout Malaysia in the form of financial scheme to get full education in public health. The target is the underprivileged candidate who qualify to pursue in public health career. So this scholarship is divided into three categories: Beasiswa based on academic merit, Derma Siswa based on financial need, and Setia Siswa, a form of alumni benefit. Each successful candidate may receive in-kind financial aid up to approximately 52,000, depending on their prior academic and personal performance, as well as monthly stipends or allowance based on financial background. A scholarship holder with excellent result has chance to be called for an interview to work under the Ministry of Health. Next slide, I will pass this to my friend.
My name is Muhammad Iran bin Muhammad Hashim. One policy in the Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs is National Intellectual Property Policy since 2007. The aim to utilize and make the intellectual property owned by the country as a new engine of growth to exchange the economic and social prosperity of our country. This policy focuses heavily on activities that can maximize the contribution of the intellectual property in accelerating social, economic, and technological development. This policy is regulated by the Malaysian Intellectual Property Corporation, MyIPO, led by Abdul Haris Belaka as the head of director of MyIPO. The goal of this policy was formed to assist in improving the economic and social prosperity of the community and the country. Intellectual property is a new engine of economic growth by expanding Malaysia's capacity to increase production, protect and enforce effectively, manage well and maximize the commercial exploitation of intellectual property. This policy can also make Malaysia a leading intellectual property hub because it has many business activities based on intellectual property and also able to inculcate a culture of intellectual property among the people who do business. Okay, now go to program. So, under this policy, the programs we can conduct is Intellectual Property Filing Fund, IP 2.0 Fund. This program aims to encourage innovation and encourage the filing of intellectual property among Malaysians and to increase the competitiveness of local entrepreneurs, especially small and medium enterprise, by providing intellectual property protection. Based on the IP 1.0 fund in 2019, statistics show 375 applications out of 540 applications were successfully approved. These statistics show that this program is very good to do and must be continued to help Malaysians is upgrading their business. The government has allocated 4 million for the IP 2.0 fund program. It is to enable many more Malaysians to apply for the intellectual property filing fund and thus be able to fulfill all the applications that will be approved. MyIPO has recorded and increased the intellectual property application last year of 58,079 compared to 40,894 in 2020. We can see a 5.8% increase in application that has been made, and this shows that the program has strong support from the community. So the program has many benefits to the community, but there are some weaknesses that need to be addressed immediately to ensure the purpose of the policy and program is achieved successfully. So the next slide I will pass to my groupmate.
And my name is Arif Shami bin Sri. I will continue with the Regional Pattern Examination Training Mentoring Program. Uh, this program is where every officer who organize and manage the program must be trained and skilled in the field so that the goals and objective of the policy and program are achieved. RPM was conduct on 16 June 2017 and ended on 21 December 2020. Last under activity of the Asian, Australia, New Zealand Free Trade Area Economic Cooperation Work Program, and this program has received cooperation from IP, Intellectual Property Australia, to action options and useful tips. Held to plan training according to the needs of the officer, especially for the newly served patent examiners, so they are efficient and do not make mistake while performing their duties and to increase the quality of service. The quality of service is an important aspect, especially since the policy is involved a lot of dealing with the public. So when the level of efficiency and quality of the officer is at a satisfactory level, the policy objective will be easier to achieve and the community will also receive a good service and any activity can be carried out successfully. Next, the recommendation program is Intellectual Property Disclosure Course Program for local entrepreneur. This program can help the community who run local business, especially small and medium enterprise that seek to expand their business can consider to delve into what is intellectual property in more depth. This session can be held thrice a year, but the number of participation can be limited to 25 till 50 participation in one season. And it is a one-time participation, which is those who have already joined cannot join again in next session. Uh, the limitation of participation is because the participant can able to ob- receive receive more deep of the knowledge about the IP. So the context of the intellectual property can be provided by such as the benefits of intellectual property to society and also the country in general. So there are some benefits which is turn the idea into commercially successfully product and service where business can lead a steady stream of royalty and additional income which can boost the bottom line of the business. Second, access or raise finance for your business as well as enhance the market of your value for your business. Selling it, lessening it, or using it as collateral for loan financings. Business can take advantage of this to make a government funding. Seek and export opportunity because intellectual property can help company compete in international marketplace. Franchising agreement with the overseas company and export the patent product can increase the income of the business. Next, I'll go pass to my friend.
So for conclusion, this policy is used as a guide and basis to achieve the goals and objectives of each ministry as done by the Ministry of Health Malaysia and the Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs described above. Various programs have been actively implemented under the respective ministry to ensure that every policy set by the ministry can be achieved. Each of these programs is aimed at benefiting the community in general. Be exposed to the policies in any ministry so that the communities know more about the purpose of each program, conduct and able to increase the level of success of a program. The process of improvement for the program for each policy needs to be done in order to minimize the weakness found in each program and maximize its benefits to the community and the country. Last but not least, the policies that have been set in each ministry should be achieved as best as possible because it's medium that measures the success of a ministry. Thank you.